I'm live. So I'm trying to be omnipresent live today. I'm going live on all of everything. If anyone has any questions, um, shout them out. Instagram, I'm also live on Instagram at the minute. So today I wanted to talk about what pain you are comfortable in your life with, or what pain do you want out of your life. And it seems like a strange question, but whenever it comes to whenever it comes to changing your life, making life improving changes, you're going to have to go through some pain, some difficult times. And that's why a lot of people quit, because it's harder than they thought. And in my experience, people seem to overlook the fact that what they're doing now is difficult and hard. Like living a life that's sedentary, that you're in pain constantly, you don't love yourself or your body, you're overweight, you're not comfortable, whatever it is. Usually, if you sit down and think about that, then you don't like it and you want to change it. If you were to think about it like you're in some sort of pain already, then you can look at what you want to do, what you want to achieve, how you want to feel, how you want to look, and think about, well, yes, that's going to be painful, but is the pain that I'm going to go through worth it because it gets me to where I want to be, or am I happy in the pain that I'm in? So I asked it a couple days ago on my Instagram story. Just do you think it's worth? Do you think the pain's worth it whenever the outcome's going to be essentially better? Something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what I had asked, but I've asked that many questions over the last few weeks. But the idea was to get people to think about the final outcome. If you stick in the pain that you know, the comfort that you know, so like say comfort eating, for example, if comfort eating was called self-sabotaging eating, do you think people would be content and happy with it? Or do you think that they would go, well, I don't want to self-sabotage, this is shit? So you can let me know in the comments. If you want to comment to show up on the screen, you can jump on the restream and I'll try to find you on social media, so then if any comments come up, I can see them. Um, the idea the idea of how we name it, so we call it comfort eating, so it must be comfortable to do it. It must have some sort of benefit for us doing it, and it must be not it's not nice that we're doing it, but somewhere in our mind we can create a happy place with it in this moment. I'm comfort eating in this moment, and why am I doing this? If you ask yourself, like, why am I doing this? Well, today was shit, or life was shit at the minute, and this just makes me comfortable, so I'm just going to be comfortable here. If we renamed it and called it self sabotage eating, and you asked yourself the same question, like, why am I doing this? Why am I comfort eating? You change that question to, why am I self sabotaging eating? You probably would stop, or at the very least, you would think about it. You would think, well, fuck, why am I doing that? This is mental. Like, I'm sitting here and I know that this is going to be something I regret tomorrow and I feel bad about for the next few days and the next week. So you want to think about the pain that's in your life. Pain, there's always going to be some sort of pain whenever you're trying to change, especially if you're not comfortable already in the life that you're in. And ask yourself, are you willing to go through this pain to get to where you want to be? Like, everybody wants to have a happy relationship and fucking great sex and just great communication and everything amazing, but they don't want to deal with the uncomfortable questions. They don't want to deal with maybe dating and chatting to people, that's going through the assholes to get to the person that you actually like. And then whenever you're with that person, being able to be open and honest and doing the boring stuff that people have to do in relationships that you don't really think about. Like, we're happy to think about what we would like and what would be amazing, but we get switched off by the fact that you actually have to work for it and you have to go through some shit to get there. And the same thing happens with weight loss and building your confidence. Say if you were to work on building your confidence, but you never actually tested it. So you do all these courses, you read all the books, you develop your posture, you lose all the weight, you eat healthily, you go to the gym, you start working out, but you never actually interact with people. You don't go to things that you were afraid of in the past, that you didn't like going to because of you didn't feel comfortable in who you were. You don't dress in the way that you would like to dress, that you think will make you feel better. So you never actually test any of this out. Then it just becomes a pointless game. Your self development becomes shelf development. You're learning things and developing nothing really, because you just have all this new information and you're not testing it out. So like it'd be like going to the gym and just doing workouts and never really thinking, I must actually do a test here. I must do a burpee test, and then at the end of the month do it again, a timed burpees, for example, and go, right, I've actually improved here. Or deadlift something and then work on a program and then deadlift again at the end of the month and see how much you've progressed and improved. That's why I use things like steps and daily point scoring to give you something to tangibly connect to show that you are actually improving. If you're just doing all this stuff, you want your life to be magically better. You would love to lose weight. Like I put up a post about looking for people that are interested in losing weight and that want to work with me. And a lot of the people that have come to me have asked like how long it will take, and can I do this even though I don't want to go to the gym and I don't want to count calories and I don't want to change what I'm eating and I don't want to really like focus on anything other than weight. I just want the scale to go down. That's my only goal. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. And my question to those people is, well, what do you think? Do you think that not counting your calories, not focusing on the food, not doing any exercise, not doing any movement is going to improve the way you're living your life? Is it going to improve the scale? Or are you hoping for some sort of magic to happen? And if there is magic out there, then it would just happen without you fucking really thinking about it. So it's coming back to the question, like what pain do you want um out of your life? And what I really mean by that is, what are you willing to go through to get to where you want to get? If you don't know that, then you will definitely 100% you will fail in your goals, because you're avoid the difficulty in moving forward. Like in the fitness industry, there's a saying that's choose your hard. It's hard to be overweight. It's hard to not love yourself. It's hard to be not sleeping well because you can't get comfortable in bed because of your weight. It's hard to be sore from just going out shopping or doing cleaning in the house. All of that is hard and difficult. And yes, it is hard to up your steps, to change your eating habits, to change your relationship with food and with yourself. It's also hard to go to the gym or to work out at home. It's it's hard to really look at your emotional, physical, and mental development. But if you did that hard for 6 months, it would make life so much easier in the future. Moving forward, everything's going to be easier. Whereas if you stick to the hard that you know, always being in pain, not sleeping properly, always getting medicated, like moving towards diabetes, moving towards other internal illnesses, in 6 months' time, continuing to do that is still going to be negative. It's still going to be worse. You're still going to be um, in pain and hurt from that. So a little task for you, and you can send it to me and let me know you've done it. You can do it either via a video or just write it out or whatever. And like I would love to hear if you're actually watching any of this and you want to make a change in your life, then sit down, take 10 minutes out, just 10 minutes, turn everything off, turn the phone off, everything. Don't have anything else happening so that you've no distractions. Take 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be longer than 10 minutes, could even be shorter if it's very obvious for you. And just ask yourself, 6 months from now, where do I want to be? And don't do it like the fucking New Year's resolution thing where we're like, well, I'll just blow off December and I'll start in January. Start now. Where do you want to be in 6 months? And ask yourself, if I continue living my life the way I'm living it now, will I get to where I want to be in 6 months? If the answer is yes, then fucking awesome. Just keep doing that. If the answer is no, follow up question, what do I need to change in my life now, today, that will get me to where I want to be in 6 months? So I'm not even asking you to look even further than 6 months. Just start with that. Doing that little piece of homework. post it onto this video, or just send me a message or something whenever you get it done. If I can help you with any of it, reach out to me there as well. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a super awesome day, whatever you get up to. And I am going to work out how to stop this stream by pressing this button over here. I'm still on Instagram streaming though. So I'll give Instagram a